I spoke with Brennan Presley right after that tough loss to UCF, and he said the Cowboys will be the most locked in you've seen them these next 2 weeks, vying for a spot in the Big 12 championship. What did he do the following week? Comes out 15 receptions for 189 yards.
I asked you before who you would most compare your game to. Do you remember who you said?
Derrick Henry.
And during that time, you had never had any conversation with him. You said he doesn't even know who I am. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you saw the video on TikTok. Said you were one of the most exciting players to watch in college football. What was your reaction when you saw Derrick Henry say that about you?
It was crazy, you know, because like we had the conversation, and I've never talked to him before.
You have guys like Leon Johnson coming from the D3 ranks. You have Rashad Owens, who has sat the bench kind of the last 2 years, not been a key player. He has emerged this season with big-time catches in big-time moments. And, of course, Mr. OSU, Brennan Presley, the heart and soul of this team. All three of those guys have gone for over 100 yards in at least one game this season. I spoke to star running back Ollie Gordon's mom after I watched them exchange a hug during the walk. Notice she whispered a few words to Ollie, and I asked her, what did you say to him? She said, take care of business, and he did just that tonight. Gordon rushed for 137 yards plus 2 touchdowns in the Cowboys' win. Texas's defensive line is the best defensive line we've faced all season, one of the top in the country. They have the defensive player of the year in the Big 12 in T'Vondre Sweat, plus Byron Murphy. You're a quarterback. What would you tell your offensive line heading into this game?
Well, I'm glad you asked it because
Don't let him through.
I was talking to Colin Oliver earlier. He said he's hoping to get an interception this season, and he said that he thinks he'll get one before you. What is your response to Colin?
Colin's crazy.
The Cowboy Marching Band provides the soundtrack for game days in Stillwater. As you can see, their preparation starts almost 24 hours before the game kicks off. Get ready for the full game day experience with the Cowboy Marching Band.
Coach, I spoke with Talon Edwards earlier, came in as a freshman a year early from high school. You moved her to the outfield. She told me that she came to you and said, I'm playing infield this year. I'm not taking no for an answer. What was your reaction when you had that meeting with Talon?
That's what makes Talon her.
Oklahoma State alumnus Denny Kellington prefers to stay under the radar. However, on January 2nd, his career changed drastically and he became a household name. How did you cope, you and the rest of the Bills athletic training staff cope in the days after the incident?
DeMar's parents were extremely helpful to all of us.
What's up, Cowboy fans? Meghan Robinson here at Big 12 Media Days 2023, joined by linebacker Colin Oliver. How does that sound, linebacker?
Sounds pretty new to me.
If you called your parents right now and asked them to send you a care package from Belgium, what 3 things would they have to include?
Some good old Belgian chocolate, for sure.